Look guys, we already have the update, and also here in the maintenance area we get the option to build a ground vehicle garage. We're going to do it because that way we can start upgrading it, we can repair it, and so on and so on and so on. What are we going to do? I'll make a hole in the base to fit the garage, since it doesn't fit now. The expansion Kefir made here isn't enough for me. I'm knocking down walls and floors. I'm going to put on my handyman clothes, okay? If you have them, I recommend using them. They're paid clothes in the premium section of the Survivor's Path. But it gives you back a bit more of the materials, okay? It gives you back a small extra percentage, like 10 or 20% more than what you normally get back, okay? And keep in mind that it doesn't give you everything back, okay? Because when you demolish a level 5 wall, that wall includes level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5 materials. You only get resources back from level 5. Levels 1 4 don't return anything, so be careful. The garage is a 4x4. For now, since this is going to require repositioning, okay? So what we're going to do is, we're going to put these little things over here. Even though we have a door or two, I don't care, okay? We'll see how this ends up looking. But we need to clear this out, okay? Like I said, I'm going to use all of this space, okay? And all of this will probably be an area for all of these, okay? For the lockers and the chests. Like I said, since I'm going to have to knock down these walls to expand up to here, okay? Because all of this is going to be for lockers and all that, okay? We'll remodel all of this. I'm gonna knock down a wall here, I'm gonna take out some flooring, and we're gonna make the garage up here, okay? I think I'll do it here, this 4x4 layout like this. This way, I don't have to touch anything here, which is fine by me. Do I need to knock down some walls and floors? Yes, but the real issue is the floors. I don't actually need to remove them. The garage will likely go here, probably with both of them together, we'll see. But I'll do that later, since I'm in a hurry to do this, okay? And I didn't plan ahead when I was building the base, so let's knock down these walls, okay? We knock this down. Notice that it only gives me bricks back, and the steel plates, oak, stone, and iron plates won't be returned to me, alright? I should have enough space to knock down all 4 walls. Look, zombies are starting to sneak in here, see that? Hey! Sir! Sir, this is tearing my clothes. No, this BQ gear is getting torn up, and now it's super expensive. No, we can't let you break it. We're going to put on our clothes. I'm going to move to a more distant area. Not just because of the zombies that are going to come attack me, but also so I can store the materials. Otherwise, I won't have enough space and we'll lose them. I'm not losing these advanced materials. Bricks won't fit here, so we'll put them elsewhere, along with the titanium. We keep knocking things down. Let's see. Pew, 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 pew. Alright, 3, seriously, did the guy just stand right in the middle? He's not going to let me put the garage with that guy there. Okay, let's remove some floors. I'm going to remove a couple of... Well, this is cheaper. This is cheaper. Even so, it's still a lot. It's a lot of materials. We're going to do it little by little, okay? Because like I said, I don't want to mess things up, okay? And end up with no space. I should have left the rest of the items, but honestly, I'm just too lazy. Let's knock this down. The problem is the ashwood. I don't care about the titanium since I have over 1,000 in the mailbox. I keep accumulating it on the way to the suppressor. What I find the most annoying about this is the ashwood, which is now even more expensive and harder to get, and so on, okay? So, well, what can you do? It's fine. Anyway, we go this way, close this off here, boom, and this over here, boom, and there's a guy and a zombie there. What do you think? It's probably not going to let me, for sure. But hey, it's fine. I'm going to build the garage. Let's put it over here. Here, the overall garage. I'm missing glass. Alright, we have it now. We are building the off-road vehicle garage, okay? I'm probably going to have to get the zombie out of there or something. Let's see what happens if the zombie is still there. Oh, it's already moved. Look, it's letting me... No, well, it is letting me. The zombie can stay. I think that's how it works, right? Look, the garage has a feature. It's a 4x4 and it doesn't need an extra row in front. Notice that for the motorcycle garage, I moved this. The motorcycle garage is a 3x3, but it needs an extra row in front, so it's really a 3x4. This one doesn't. This one is a 3x4 and you don't need a front line or anything. Well, look, we just made a little house for that zombie. What do you think? There it is. Off-road garage, okay? We have it there now, and we can start modifying. What do I want to do, okay? What I want to start doing now is start modifying them. And let me put some things away because we'll probably need to grab a few things to take with us. Maybe not that many, but still. I'll put this away. Alright, let's go to the garage. This guy slept in here, so let's take him out. And here we already have a few things, okay? You know we have several things in the garage. We have 4 workbenches in the garage, okay? They're all important. You need to upgrade this to unlock all recipes. For now, we can make trucks, which is really interesting. I don't think the battering ram is great, but the winch seems good. This one's decent for grabbing chests and such. We'll have to see if it's worth it. And then the rest of the items, which are the MK2 turret and all the MK2 items that are more advanced, okay? For example, the MK2 turret compared to the normal turret deals damage to Genesis zombies, okay? And the normal turret doesn't, okay? All of that is designed for the all-terrain vehicle, which is for the Genesis area. But anyway, this is what we're going to use the least, okay? I'm not going to craft it now, and I don't think I'll make any of these, since later you'll see how we'll do the swamp ourselves. That's the whole swamp thing, okay? We're not going to the next one. In fact, you can already see here that missions are being unlocked for you, and I'm already telling you, go to the western watchtower in the all-terrain vehicle, okay? Well, this is for repairs. I already took the precaution of repairing it before the update, okay? Because this all-terrain vehicle is now more expensive to repair. Before, we could repair it with things like aluminium, which is a super cheap material. Now, there's nothing as cheap as aluminium, okay? I wouldn't fix it with transmissions, but while engines or carbon composite are fairly easy to find, they are already expensive. I'll probably repair it with engine parts, which I can get pretty easily. Even, I don't know, wrenches. I have hundreds, well, I have thousands of carbon composite. I handed out at the settlement, so I'll likely use those items to repair it. For now, it's still intact. And here we get to the important part, which is upgrading the all-terrain vehicle. And be careful, here's something you need to keep in mind, okay? You can see that it updates. You can add items daily. In fact, I'm not going to max it out today. I could max it out. I can't max it out since only one transmission can be added, but I could add all the items and level it up a lot. However, I won't add all the items. But I am going to add a few, because I'm interested in leveling it up as quickly as possible. Remember, you get 7 of these magazines during the event, which is actually the free part of the laboratory event. The laboratory event lasts the entire season. Alright? As we kill zombies, we level up and we buy things there, okay? And they give 7 magazines, alright? So this is going to give us a lot. This is going to level us up a lot, okay? I'm telling you this so you don't worry. We can get parts from there. I'll go for the items that will cost me the least to put in. There are plenty, and I'd say we could include almost all of them. And we'll see how far we can level it up on the very first day. Look guys, I've got almost everything you can put in, okay? Not everything. Let's put this in for now to see what level we reach. Okay? Let's start with the lowest one, which is the wrenches. Look, already level 5 with this. Already level 5. We can keep improving, okay, by adding items. Today the lenses also need to be added, I forgot about them. 20 lenses too, because I have a lot of lenses. I mean, in the end, I hardly spend anything. Okay. Oh, capacity, man. Yes, sir. Look, we have fuel capacity, storage capacity to keep more things. We have up to 9 slots. Or rotation speed. Capacity, for sure. Even though this one is rarer, this one is better. Okay? So, boom. There we go. Next one. Fuel efficiency, damage, or durability. Well, I'm between damage or fuel efficiency. Look at what we have, you know? I think I'm going to go with fuel efficiency. Okay? Let's see. Damage and cold increase, I'm telling you. I think fuel efficiency, this could also be really good. Durability, meh. Alright, fuel capacity, whatever. More damage. I'll pick damage. Fuel capacity is fine, but not important. You just bring the can, keep refilling it, and that's it. Alright? That's convenient, but it's not really that useful, okay? Damage, yes. Durability. Increasing durability is good, but well, we can just go back, repair it, and that's it, okay? Damage seems more important to me. Okay, next. They're not giving me any today, even though I got a good one before. But between these, damage, durability, capacity, I'll pick damage, no doubt. Boom, there we go. Alright, next. Entry wheel, okay? Pop, another level, let's upgrade. Cargo, okay? Cargo level 2 for the chests. Okay, perfect. So we confirm this is safe because look, check it out. Well, the ATV isn't here. Look, now we have 1 more slot, okay? This usually has 4, a maximum of 9, okay? But we've already unlocked the 5th one. And now, they're going to give me the option to unlock another one, okay? I have 4, okay? This cargo we're going to unlock now, okay? Is the cargo for the chests, okay? We unlock it there, and when we come here, look, 5 chests, okay? Up to a maximum of 10, if I remember correctly. Alright, let's move on to the next ones. What else can we improve? Savings, damage, or durability. Okay, among these. I'm gonna go with the fuel saving one, alright? I think it's better, okay? Let's confirm. Boom. Next, okay, damage, durability, or savings. Alright, so damage, durability, savings. We're going with savings again, alright? Fuel savings. Let's move forward, there we go. Alright, let's do the next ones. We add the carbon composites. Alright, it's asking for more each time, it'll go up less. Acceleration, well, I don't care. I mean, it's yellow, but I don't care. Acceleration. I don't mind, okay? Because later, you'll see how we're going to do it. We'll probably cover a big part of the map on foot, okay? So I'm not too worried about it, alright? The acceleration and all that, okay? Saving, alright? We're going with fuel efficiency here. We also go slower, but we use less as well. That's important. Acceleration, saving, or capacity. Let's go with saving again. If we keep upgrading it, we'll eventually max it out and can focus on more important ones after. Saving, durability, acceleration. Alright, it went crazy. Well, nothing. Crazy mode, here we go. 10 steel boom, there we go. Alright, now both batteries. Here too, okay? Now we add both from this group. Let's upgrade, everyone. I want to see the capacity options. The ones that let us carry more. Focus on capacity, saving, and durability. Saving, and that way we keep going until we upgrade them to the maximum level. Boom. Saving, level 9. Boom, there we go. Alright. Next. Lead. I don't know if I'm going to add them, alright? That's why I haven't picked them for now. Let's add this one. Let's add this one, and I'll add the transmission. I also have 61 transmissions, alright? Just in the base, plus whatever is in the mailbox, alright? Let's put this in here. We have speed, damage, or turn speed. Honestly, I think it was damage. Okay, it's a bit slower, but that's fine. Damage matters, since later we need to run over the alligators and take them out in one hit. That's important, alright? Damage, so we're already upgrading. Alright, damage, durability, capacity. Damage, let's go for it. Boom. Savings, capacity, damage. Perfect, damage, without thinking twice. Boom. Acceleration, durability, and capacity. So that makes 3 now, okay? I think he chose acceleration. Since it's yellow and somewhat rare, it probably has fewer upgrade levels. It's likely that its max levels are lower. None of them seem really worth it to me, okay? None of them seem worth it. I mean, if durability meant I take less damage, I'd pick it. But really what it gives you is maximum durability. More health points. It's okay, just not very important. I'll focus on acceleration and staying out of trouble. Let's finish up. I won't add lead since I already have plenty in the mailbox. More than I thought. But still, since it's going to be pretty important for this update, I'm not going to add it. Besides, it's going to level me up a bit anyway. Maybe, but this alone will give me 7,000 points. It levels me up. Okay, I'd rather keep the 5 lead plates since I log in daily and there are items I don't care about. I have almost everything else except for the titanium alloy. I have a lot and don't use it. So, we basically added everything. Not bad for day 1, level 21. That's cool. In the alpha, the maximum level for the off-road vehicle, I think it was level 47. We need to check if anything has changed and whether the maximum level is now 45, 43, 49 or still 47. But it's not bad. Alright, capacity, turning speed, acceleration. We'll go for acceleration and that's it, okay? Put it in. Fuel efficiency, damage. There's still damage left. We're going for damage. Alright, put it in. There we go. Capacity, durability, and damage. They didn't give me much capacity for the extra slots, but well, they gave something, Look, let's do one thing, so you can see it. We'll only do it once, so you can see it, since you asked me, alright? This refresh is what changes these upgrade options. It seems expensive to me, alright? I mean, if someone has a lot of coins and wants to keep changing them and all that, I don't care, because in a few days, I'm going to have the off-road vehicle at max level, alright? It really doesn't matter to me. But just so you can see how it works. They're going to give me 3 random upgrade options. They could be the same or could be different. Capacity, durability, damage, alright? Look, durability, damage, capacity. I mean, they gave me the same 3, just in a different order. You see it. You see, it doesn't make sense, because we'd spend a lot of coins on something I'll get soon anyway. If not today, then in a day, 2, 3, or a week. But just so you can see how it works. We're not going for damage, we hit confirm. Alright, we put in almost everything. Remember, there are 7 magazines in the lab that we also get. They can save you a lot of points because 7 magazines are 35,000 points. That's the equivalent of more than 6 transmissions, alright? 35,000 points is a crazy amount of points, okay? So that's cool. We can see the levels we have, alright? Durability hasn't gone up at all. Look, for fuel efficiency, we have it almost maxed out. For damage, we have it almost maxed out. So there are probably just a couple of levels left for each one or something like that, approximately. Okay, I noticed acceleration seems to have fewer levels. We've slightly increased trunk and load capacity. It's cool because the next levels, even though it still gives me crap, will get rid of fuel efficiency and damage, and then it will be much more likely to start giving me trunk capacity or load capacity. How much do we have? Well look, 6 slots already in the off-road vehicle, okay? And 5 in the trunks. We'll have to take this out now, because if we're going to do things, I'm not going to take this box with me. We'll leave it here by the entrance, we'll put it away later, okay? And that's it, we'll leave it here. But look guys, we already have the off-road vehicle garage. We've already started upgrading it. Like I said, in a few days we'll have it maxed out. But with this, at least, okay, we already have a bit more capacity. We're going to save fuel when driving through the swamp and so on. That's going to help us a lot. The question is, where to put it? Like I said, for now it's going to stay there. The walls of the SUV. In case you're asking about the garage, I have no idea if with the latest updates, since we tried this years ago, they protect us from raiders. I wouldn't trust it, okay? Right now, I wouldn't do a raid. I have all the good weapons and everything here, so I wouldn't do a raid with this setup. This is just temporary, and I'll change it soon. If someone wants to take the risk, go ahead. Even so, if you do this, put a wall behind these walls here, or something to cover it. Or put it in a room, okay? Where you don't have anything valuable important, okay? But anyway, off-road vehicle garage. We've set it up as best as we could. For now, it looks like we've got a 2 more there on the side, okay? But now we have a garage. We can upgrade it now. We're only missing the last workbench, which is the painting one. Okay, we have the Road Warrior one and the Genesis one. If I'm not mistaken, we have a free one, right? It's in the store, which is here. And we're heading to the swamps. Look, just like Draco says, although I wouldn't trust this 100%. Okay? But if we pick the option to check which area you have enclosed, this area is really high, open, alright? So, don't trust the garage walls, because in the past they did stop raiders, but that was years ago, okay? For years now, I've lost track of whether this protects or not, because my base is all level 5. So be careful, careful. In theory, the game tells us it's open, so don't take any risks. Here's the first skin, which we've already seen with the Genesis group. It's not bad, it looks more like a small tank than an off-road vehicle. It really looks like a combat vehicle, right? And the other one, if I'm not mistaken, look, here it is, right at the start. I was looking for a vehicle, but you have it here. 12 urazos, okay? That's about $14 approximately. Expensive, but it's beautiful. Honestly, it's beautiful. It's really something super nice. For now, I'm not going to buy it, okay? But still, 12 bucks? Honestly, it's very nice, okay? The design is cool. I think it's good that the things you have to pay for are skins, rather than useful things, storage and stuff like that, which I would prefer to be free. If they have to make something paid, it's cool that it's skins, okay? Because if someone wants to spend money to look cool, they can. And if not, we don't need to worry, since there will still be free skins. We already have this one, which honestly isn't bad. This one is much prettier, but this one isn't bad, okay guys? We can get Genesis totally free, and with this we can start customizing our off-roader. Let's take advantage, guys, since we've been playing and the server reset has happened, so let's add more stuff to this, right? We're going to boost it now, okay? We'll boost it now and then upgrade the booster, right? So we don't waste any more time. Boom, 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 boom! You can tell the levels are a bit harder now. You can tell that on the first day we went up 21 levels, and now, doing the same thing, we've only gone up 6. Okay? You can tell it's slowing down now. But well, little by little we're going up. The first day is going pretty well. Like I told you, damage, okay? No hesitation. From here, savings, okay? Or damage. Both are there. I prefer savings. Fuel, right now, honestly. Among these, damage, obviously. Let's see if I can get rid of them already. Look, capacity, perfect. 1 more slot, okay? So we can put up to 9, which is our maximum. We could max out the damage now, but let's do the capacity one since it's really good. Okay? Another capacity upgrade, another slot, good. I'm here, another capacity upgrade. Nice. That was tighter at the end. A little tight. Well, now we have all 9 slots, guys. We already have the 9 slots. Capacidad. Capacity of cargo. Well, I don't know. I don't know if in the alpha we had it set to 9. It said maximum. When I upgraded it just now, it said maximum. I didn't notice. Well, we have 9 slots, guys. We have 9 slots. Okay. As for cargo capacity, we already have the 9 slots trunk capacity, which is 10. Okay. Cargo, we have 5. And from this one, we already have 9 little slots in the off-roader. Ole, ole, ole! In 2 days, level 20. And we already have it super, super advanced. So with this, El Chicha is much happier.